Yes, dear students, let's continue reading the chapter Mother's Day. And we have read where we find that Mrs. Pearson expresses that how hurtful it has been for her seeing her husband leaving her and wanting to go to a place where people make fun of him behind his back. She further adds that he does it every night instead of going out with her, who does not at least make him look like a fool. So here we see that how Mrs. Pearson she has informed, or we can say disclosed this fact in front of George, that how people at club call him Pompey Ompey Pearson. So he is little confused here, listening to all these shocking stuff. So after this, Cyril enters right with a glass of milk in one hand and a thick slice of cake in the other. George, almost dazed, turns to him appealingly. So he is little surprised. And as Cyril enters the room, he is holding a glass of milk in one hand and a slice of cake in the other. George is confused, so he looks to Cyril as if seeking for his help. So George says, "Here, Cyril, you have been with me to the club once or twice. They don't laugh at me and call me Pompey Ompey Pearson, do they?" So George he questions him, asking him about whether people at the club really call him Pompey Ompey Pearson. Cyril, little embarrassed, hesitates angrily. "Go on, tell me, do they?" So when Cyril is here looking quite embarrassed at this, and he is hesitating to give the answer, so George he asks him angrily if he knew this had been going on in the club. So Cyril is embarrassed and he is unwilling to tell him that it was correct. And when angrily George asked him, Cyril he says, "Well, yes, Dad, I'm afraid they do." So though feeling uneasy, here Cyril he tells George that yes, they indeed call him with names at the club. George slowly looks from one to the other, staggered. Obviously, George is in a shock state and he looks from one to other means at one point he looks at Mrs. Pearson and then at Cyril. George says slowly, "Well, I'll be damned." And after this, George exits left slowly, almost as if somebody had hit him over the head. Cyril, after watching him go, turns indignantly to Mrs. Pearson. So जॉर्ज ही curses himself slowly, अपने आप में जैसे अपने आप को कर्स कर रहा हो, that if they call him with names at the club, then he may go to hell. And he leaves the scene in shock and despair. He is in a helpless state, and it seems as if he has been hit on his head, जैसे किसी ने उनके सिर पर कोई चोट दे दी हो उनको, and he was shocked at that time. Cyril, when he observed that his father is leaving in such a state, he turns to his mother and talk to her. So Cyril says, "Now you shouldn't have told him that, Mom. That's not fair. You have hurt his feelings, mine too." So Cyril, he puts forward his point of view and saying that it was not nice of Mrs. Pearson to have done that to his father. She not only hurt his feelings but also of Cyril's. So Cyril clearly अपनी माँ से कहता है कि उन्हें ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए था, ये फेयर ट्रीटमेंट नहीं था, उन्होंने ना सिर्फ उनके फीलिंग को हर्ट किया है बल्कि मेरे भी फीलिंग को हर्ट किया है. Mrs. Pearson, sometimes it does people good to have their feeling hurt. The truth ought not to hurt anybody for long. If your father didn't go to the club so often, perhaps they would stop laughing at him. So here मिसेस पियर्सन वो बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट बात कहती हैं सिरिल से. वी कैन से शी imparts some words of wisdom by telling Cyril that truth only hurts for a short while. थोड़े से समय के लिए ही सच जो है दुख देता है, चोट पहुंचाता है. एंड इट इज फाइन टू गेट वंस फीलिंग हर्ट एट टाइम्स. कभी कभी ऐसी चोट जो है अच्छी होती है, ऐसी चोटें जो है लगनी भी चाहिए. एंड द ट्रूथ ought not to hurt anybody for long. जो सच्चाई होती है ये ज्यादा देर तक नहीं किसी को हर्ट करती है. And she further mentions that this would not have happened if his father didn't go to the club every other day. सो वो कहती हैं ऐसा घटता ही नहीं अगर वो इस तरह से रोज क्लब नहीं जाते. और वो ये भी कहती है कि माइट बी दैट दे वुड स्टॉप लाफिंग एट हिम. अगर वो इस तरह से जाना बंद कर दे तो लोग उस पर हंसना भी बंद कर दे. Cyril gloomily, I doubt it. So Cyril is a little sad. He doesn't believe in whatever Mrs. Pearson has said to him at the moment, and he says, I doubt it. Mrs. Pearson severely. Possibly you do, but what I doubt is whether your opinion's worth having. What do you know? Nothing. You spend too much time and good money at greyhound races and dirt tracks and ice shows. So मिसेस पियर्सन जो है वो सिरिल से अब कहती हैं शी मेक्स इट क्लियर दैट शी डिडंट इनवाइट सिरिल्स ओपिनियन ऑन द मैटर. वो कहती हैं कि तुम्हारी ओपिनियन जो है इट्स नॉट वर्थ हैविंग. उसके ओपिनियन का कोई इंपॉर्टेंस ही नहीं है. She mentions that he also doesn't have enough knowledge to talk about these things because all he knows is spending time and money on the greyhound races and ice shows. Greyhound races जो horse race होती है. So Cyril he used to go there, spend money there, and she says you don't have the experience of life, you know nothing, and you just waste your time and money on those greyhound races. Cyril sulkily, he is not at this point agreeing with his mother, and he says, well, what if I do? I have got to enjoy myself somehow, haven't I? So Cyril, again, वो थोड़ा सा angry mood में है, and he mentions that he doesn't find any problem in doing so if it brings him joy. And he says कि उसे भी तो अपनी जिंदगी enjoy करने का हक है. मिसेस पियर्सन कहती हैं I wouldn't mind so much if you were really enjoying yourself. But are you? And where's it getting you? And there is a sharp, hurried knocking heard of left. So Mrs. Pearson जो है, she lets him know that she has no problem with him doing all those things if they are really bringing him joy. क्योंकि वो कहती हैं कि अगर वाकई में ये तुम चीजें जो हैं तुम्हारे जीवन में खुशियां ला रही हैं तो उन्हें कभी प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं होती. But she says that if he is actually getting the enjoyment he claims to have achieved, and thus, in addition, she says that it is taking him nowhere good. So वो कहती है कि वाकई में अगर तुम इस तरह एंजॉय कर रहे होते तो उन्हें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती. और ये जो एंजॉयमेंट है उसे कहाँ लेकर जा रही हैं. अभी वो ये कह ही रही थी तभी नॉक सुनाई देती है लेफ्ट साइड के डोर से. सिरिल कहता है माइट बी फॉर मी, आई विल सी. And Cyril hurries out left in a moment he re enters, closing the door behind him. It's that silly old bag from next door, Mrs. Fitzgerald. You don't want her here, do you? So, thinking that someone might have visited him, ये सोचकर Cyril जो है, he goes to check the door and come back after a while, only to tell that Mrs. Fitzgerald has come to see her. He doesn't regard her very respectfully and asks Mrs. Pearson if she really wants to see her. And वो किस नाम से बुलाता है? That she's a silly old bag. So he disrespectfully addresses Mrs. Fitzgerald and questions his mother that if she really wants to see her at that time. Mrs. Pearson sharply, certainly I do. Obviously, Mrs. Pearson, जो कि Mrs. Fitzgerald हैं, वो ये देखती हैं कि किस तरह से जो सिरिल है वो अपने नेबर को एड्रेस कर रहा है, वो उन्हें रिस्पेक्ट नहीं दे रहा है, तो वो उसे शार्प टोन में कहती है कि certainly I do want to meet her. Ask her in and don't call her silly old bag either. She is a very nice woman with a lot more sense than you'll ever have. So, very clearly, she replies that she indeed wants to see Mrs. Fitzgerald and also tells him to treat her with respect as she is a very nice woman, a delightful woman who talks more sense than him. So, वो अपने बेटे को डांटती भी हैं कि उनको रिस्पेक्ट से नाम बुलाओ and she has a lot more sense than him. So, while Cyril guides Mrs. Fitzgerald to Mrs. Pearson, Mrs. Pearson, she finishes her stout and greets her when she finally sees her. So Cyril exits left. Mrs. Pearson finishes her stout, smacking her lips. Cyril re enters left, ushering in Mrs. Fitzgerald, who hesitates in the doorway. Come in, Mrs. Fitzgerald. Mrs. Pearson, जो है, she welcomes Mrs. Fitzgerald. Mrs. Fitzgerald, moving to left center anxiously. I just wondered if everything's all right. So she is hesitating, but she enters and asks if all is going well. Cyril sulkily, no, it isn't. And Cyril जो है वो instantly disagree करता है कि नहीं, कुछ भी ठीक नहीं चल रहा है. Mrs. Pearson sharply, of course it is, you be quiet. So Mrs. Pearson, she tries to cover the situation and tells Mrs. Fitzgerald, that is, changed Mrs. Pearson, that everything is all right, and she instructs Cyril not to speak. वो Cyril को डांटती हैं कि तुम चुप रहो. Cyril indignantly and loudly, why should I be quiet? Indignantly means in an anger. So, considering that Mrs. Pearson, she's again being unfair here, he bursts out and asks her, why shall he not speak? So, वो गुस्से से पूछता है अपनी माँ से कि वो बात क्यों ना करे. And जो Mrs. Pearson है, she shouts, because I tell you to, you silly spoilt young pycan. और pycan जो है foolish person को रेफर करते हुए, stupid को रेफर करते हुए कहा है. So Mrs. Pearson जो है, she shouts at Cyril and tells him to obey what she asked him to do. वो अपने बेटे को डांटती हैं, उसे stupid बुलाती हैं और कहती हैं कि तुम्हें वही करना है जो उसे कहा जा रहा है. Mrs. Fitzgerald protesting nervously. Oh, no, no, surely. So Mrs. Fitzgerald, she tries to interrupt, but Mrs. Pearson severely कहती है, now Mrs. Fitzgerald, let me manage my family in my own way, please. So जो Mrs. Fitzgerald, जो Mrs. Pearson है, वो इंस्टेंटली रिप्लाई करती हैं और मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड जो है, जो मिसेस पियर्सन है, उनको कहती हैं कि स्टे आउट ऑफ हर पर्सनल मैटर एंड लेट हर मैनेज हर फैमिली इन हर ओन वे. मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड, यस बट सिरिल. जो मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड हैं, विद पियर्सन्स पर्सनालिटी, शी इज नर्वस लुकिंग एट द सिचुएशन. वो थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूज्ड हैं कि क्या हो रहा है घर पर, और वो ये एग्री करती हैं कि yes, you should manage your family in your own way. But she looks at Cyril and says, but Cyril sulky and glowering. Mr. Cyril Pearson to you, please, Mrs. Fitzgerald. और जो सिरिल है, वो गुस्से से, ग्लोरिंग मीन्स एक एंग्री लुक के साथ, वो मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड को देखता है और कहता है, प्लीज कॉल मी मिस्टर सिरिल पियर्सन. और वो उनको कहता है कि आपके लिए मैं मिस्टर सिरिल पियर्सन हूँ, सिरिल नहीं, क्योंकि जो मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड है उसे नहीं पता है कि वो उसकी मदर है. एंड दस मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड जब उसे सिरिल कह के एड्रेस करती हैं, सिरिल ऑब्जेक्ट करता है और वो कहता है कि कॉल मी मिस्टर सिरिल पियर्सन. So Cyril stalks off into the kitchen immediately. Mrs. Fitzgerald moving to the settee, whispering, "Oh dear, what's happening?" So जो Mrs. Fitzgerald है, वो ये चीजें देखती हैं, थोड़ा सा परेशान होती हैं. She got worried and she sits on the settee and she then expresses her worries. वो अपनी चिंता व्यक्त करती हैं, पूछते हुए कि क्या हो रहा है. Mrs. Pearson very calmly, nothing much, just putting them in their places, that's all. Doing what you ought to have done long since. और Mrs. Pearson जो है, she replies in a very calm manner that she is doing just what she has been doing long time back, and she is just getting them behave nicely. She is just putting them in their places. और वो कहती हैं कि जो मिसेस पियर्सन को बहुत समय पहले ही कर देना चाहिए था, वो आज कर रही हैं और अब उनके घर वालों को उनकी सही जगह दिखा दे रही हैं. मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड पूछती हैं, इज जॉर्ज होम? एंड शी सिट्स बिसाइड मिसेस पियर्सन ऑन द सेटिंग. So moving closer to Mrs. Pearson, Mrs. Fitzgerald, she asks about George if he was home. Mrs. Pearson, yes, Mrs. Pearson says, yes, I have been telling him what they think of him at club. And वो ये भी बताती हैं मिसेस पियर्सन, जो कि फिट्जजेराल्ड है यहाँ पर, वो कहती हैं कि yes, वो घर पर ही है, एंड उन्होंने उसे ये भी बताया है कि क्लब में लोग उसके बारे में क्या सोचते हैं. सो शी हैज टोल्ड हिम what they talk about him at the club, how the people at the club call him with the names Pompey Ompy Pearson. तो मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड कहती हैं, वेल दे थिंक अ लॉट ऑफ हिम डोंट दे. सो मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड वो कहती हैं कि यस ऑफ कोर्स क्लब पे बहुत लोग उसके बारे में काफ़ी बातें करते हैं. एंड मिसेस पियर्सन कहती है, नो दे डोंट एंड नाउ ही नोज इट. सो मिसेस पियर्सन उसे बताती हैं कि ऐसी बात नहीं है, वो बहुत ज़्यादा हाई तो नहीं बातें करते हैं, बट यस दे टू टॉक वी कैन से इन अ फनी मैनर अबाउट George, and thus she tells them that now George knows about everything. George को सारा सच पता है. सो मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड जो नर्वस होती हैं और वो कहती हैं, ओ डियर आई विश यू हैडंट मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड. और वो मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड को ये कहती हैं कि तुम्हें ये नहीं बताना चाहिए था जॉर्ज को, बिकॉज इट वॉज डेफिनेटली गोइंग टू हर्ट हिज फीलिंग्स. मिसेस पियर्सन कहती है, नॉनसेंस, डूइंग देम ऑल अ वर्ल्ड ऑफ गुड एंड दे ऑल बी ईटिंग ऑफ योर हैंड सून यू विल सी. So eating off your hand, a kind of feelings, a kind of saying that means that they will soon be following her orders. So जैसे कहते हैं ना कि उंगलियों पे नचाना. So Mrs. Pearson, with Mrs. Fitzgerald personality, वो ये बताती हैं उनको कि डोंट वरी, तुम बिल्कुल नॉनसेंस बातें कर रही हो. मैं जो भी कुछ कर रही हूँ ये सब कुछ जो है तुम्हारी फैमिली के अच्छे के लिए है. सो डूइंग देम ऑल अ वर्ल्ड ऑफ गुड एंड सून दे विल बी फाउंड रिस्पेक्टिंग यू एंड फॉलोइंग योर ऑर्डर्स. मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड इस पर कहती हैं, आई डोंट थिंक आई वांट देम ईटिंग आउट ऑफ माय हैंड. और वो कहती हैं कि मैं ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं चाहती. और वो इस बात से नाराज होती हैं कि जिस तरह से वो ट्रीट कर रही हैं. And she tells that she does not want to be dominating here, manipulative here, and she wants that they should simply respect her. तो इस पर मिसेस पियर्सन कहती हैं, वेल वट एवर यू वॉन्ट दे विल बी डूइंग इट, ऑल थ्री ऑफ देम, मार्क माई वर्ड्स मिसेस पियर्सन. सो यहाँ पर हम देखते हैं जो मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड हैं वो थोड़ा सा एनॉय हो जाती हैं और वो कहती हैं कि चलो वो जो भी कर रही हैं वो उन्हीं के लिए कर रही हैं. एंड शी सेज दैट रिगार्डलेस ऑफ वेदर शी वांट्स इट टू हैपन और नॉट. और वो कहती हैं कि वेल जो भी है, तुम चाहे ऐसा चाहती हो या नहीं चाहती हो, मैंने जो कुछ भी किया है तुम्हारे भले के लिए किया है. एंड शी सेज, मार्क माई वर्ड्स मिसेस पियर्सन, कि मेरे शब्दों को याद रखना, दैट दे विल बी soon following your orders, they will be listening to you, they will start respecting you. तो अभी जब वो बातें कर ही रही हैं, जॉर्ज enters left gloomily. George is still in a very sad mood. He enters. He is unpleasantly surprised when he sees the visitor. He moves to the armchair left, sits down heavily and gloomily, lights his pipe. Then he looks from Mrs. Pearson to Mrs. Fitzgerald, who is regarding him anxiously. So, George, when he enters with a sad face, he is not happy to see Mrs. Fitzgerald at that moment in his house. Although he sits on the armchair and he lights his pipe and he smokes, he looks at the two women. Mrs. Fitzgerald is looking at him curiously. तो जब वो वहां पर बैठता है, वो देखता है कि जो मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड है वो बड़ी अजीब तरीके से, ना क्यूरियस मैनर, वो उन्हें देख रही हैं. जॉर्ज उनसे कहता है, जस्ट लुक्ड इन फॉर अ मिनट आई सपोज मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड. सो वो मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड से पूछता है कि आप शायद थोड़ी देर के लिए हमें मिलने आई हैं एंड यू विल गो बैक. मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड कहती हैं, हु डजंट नो व्हाट शी इज सेइंग, वेल यस आई सपोज सो जॉर्ज. So George, he is aghast and he says, George. Now, when Mrs. Fitzgerald she saw George Pearson there, she is not very sure what she should say. एंड इन एन ऑकवर्ड मैनर वो ग्रीट करने के बजाय वो उसके नेम लेकर कॉल करती हैं उसे जॉर्ज. जॉर्ज थोड़ा सा शॉक होता है क्योंकि मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड जो है ही शी वाज कॉलिंग हिम बाय हिज नेम. तो वो ये उम्मीद नहीं करता है, ही वाज not expecting this from Mrs. Fitzgerald, that she should be calling him with his name. Mrs. Fitzgerald, she nervously corrects her mistake and she says, oh, I'm sorry. But Mrs. Pearson impatiently, she interrupts there and she says, what does it matter? Your name is George, isn't it? Who do you think you are? Duke of Edinburgh. Now, as Mrs. Fitzgerald, she gets nervous and she apologizes for addressing him by his name. Mrs. Pearson, she instantly interferes and tells George that it is no big deal even if she called him by his name. कि क्या बड़ी बात हो गई है अगर उन्होंने तुम्हें नाम लेकर पुकारा है. And she also adds that he is not some Duke of Edinburgh. Edinburgh के कोई राजा तो नहीं हो तुम, and who is not supposed to be called by his name, and someone who deserves that honor. So वो कहती हैं कि तुम कौन हो, ड्यूक ऑफ एडिनबर्ग हो कि तुम्हें बिल्कुल सम्मान के साथ बुलाया जाए, तुम्हारा नाम लेकर ना पुकारा जाए. जॉर्ज इज लिटिल एंग्री हियर एंड वो कहता है व्हाट has he got to do with it? Just tell me that. And isn't it bad enough without her calling me George? Naughty Pompey Ompy Pearson. And poor Doris has been crying her eyes out upstairs. Yes, crying her eyes out. So finally, George, he loses his temper. He bursts out. He points out that bringing the Duke of Edinburgh in between this conversation makes no sense. कि उसका मेरे नाम से क्या लेना देना है? Why she was bringing his name into this conversation? He further adds that Mrs. Fitzgerald calling him by his name doesn't matter because the already prevailing situation is much worse. तो कहता है कि वो मेरा नाम जो लेकर पुकार रही हैं उससे भी ज्यादा यहाँ हालत खराब है. कैसे? देर इज नो टी रेडी एंड ही इज बीइंग कॉल्ड नेम्स एट क्लब. कि चाय घर पे बनी नहीं है, उसका नाम क्लब पे पॉम्पी ओम्पी पियर्सन पुकारा जाता है. एंड पुअर डॉरिस शी वाज क्राइंग एंडलेसली बिटरली. सो डॉरिस ने रो रो कर अपनी आंखें लाल कर ली हैं. सो इस तरह से हम क्या देखते हैं कि जॉर्ज जो है वो गुस्से से यहाँ पर फूट पड़ता है. वो अपनी वाइफ से गुस्से से बात कर रहा है. मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड कहती हैं इन अ वेलिंग मैनर, ओ डियर आई ऑट टू हैव नोन. नाउ इस पर जो है मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड जो कि एक्चुअली मिसेस पियर्सन है, शी इमीडिएटली इंटरप्ट्स एंड शोज हर कंसर्न फॉर पियर्सन्स फैमिली. So, on seeing her family at such an unpleasant situation, she is not able to bear this. And somewhere she forgot that she is in the body of Mrs. Fitzgerald and she speaks up. और वो कह देती हैं, वो ये भूल ही जाती हैं कि वो किस सिचुएशन में है. और वो कहती हैं आई ought to have known, कि मुझे पता होना चाहिए था. जॉर्ज जो है वो गुस्से से उसकी तरफ देखते हैं, अनॉयड वे में देखते हैं. यू ऑट टू हैव नोन, वाई ऑट यू टू हैव नोन. सो उसे ये समझ नहीं आता है कि मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड ऐसी बातें क्यों कर रही हैं. So he is annoyed at Mrs. Fitzgerald for being so concerned and acting here as if it's her own family matter. तो वो जो concern दिखा रही हैं और जिस तरह से वो कहती हैं कि मुझे पता होना चाहिए था. So he feels that she is interfering in his family matters and वो कहते हैं nothing to do with you Mrs. Fitzgerald, कि आपको हमारे घर के family matter से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. And he says, look, we are at sixes and sevens. Sixes and sevens, it's an idiom जो depict करता है confusion in the house. So वो कहता है मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड से कि देखिए हम ऑलरेडी कंफ्यूजन में हैं, बहुत गड़बड़ी घर पे चल रही है एट द मोमेंट, सो परहैप्स यू विल एक्सक्यूज अस. और इस तरह से वो कहता है कि he tells her to let them solve their own issues on their own by leaving their house. And इस पर जो है मिसेस पियर्सन वो गुस्से से कहती हैं बिफोर मिसेस फिट्जजेराल्ड कैन रिप्लाई, I won't excuse you, George Pearson. Next time a friend and neighbor comes to see me, just say something when you see her. Good evening, or how do you do, or something. And don't just march in and sit down without a word. It's bad manners. So we see Mrs. Pearson, she immediately interferes and she scolds George for being so rude and disrespectful towards Mrs. Fitzgerald. She tells him to be a bit polite next time an acquaintance or a friend visits their house and just not coming in and sitting on the sofa without greeting them. तो वो जॉर्ज को डांटती हुई कहती हैं कि तुम्हारा ये जो बिहेवियर है ये बिल्कुल भी वेलकम नहीं किया जाएगा. You should come and greet the visitor first instead of sitting without greeting them. And she says it is bad manners. Mrs. Fitzgerald nervously, no, it's all right. Mrs. Pearson, no, it isn't all right. We'll have some decent manners in this house, or I'll know the reason why. Glaring at George. Well, so Mrs. Fitzgerald, she feels awkward here in the situation and she tries to tell Mrs. Pearson that she has no problem with George's behavior. कि उन्हें कोई एतराज नहीं है, and that's why she says it is all right. But Mrs. Pearson, she declares that this is not how things are going to work in her house, and her family will have to act in a disciplined and respectful manners. So वो कहती हैं कि we will have some decent manners in the house, or I'll know the reason why. So she's pointing at George that he was responsible for such kind of behavior of children in the house, and what was going wrong in the house, George was responsible for that. So she says that if the family members, they are not disciplined, they are not respectful towards each other or towards any other person, then George is also equally responsible. So she stares at George as if saying that he is responsible for all these things. George is little intimated and he says, well, what? So George is scared. उसे थोड़ा सा nervousness होती है and he acts as if he did not understand and he asks her to repeat what she said. और वो कहता है कि उसे कुछ समझ नहीं आया तुम क्या कह रही हो. To this, Mrs. Pearson, she taunts him in a taunting manner. She says, why don't you get off your club? Special night tonight, isn't it? They'll be waiting for you and wanting to have good laugh. Go on then, don't disappoint them. So Mrs. Pearson जो है, she replies in a taunting way and asks George to go to the club for that special night. She tells him that that he should hurry for his friends as they would be waiting for him. He must not disappoint them. So in an angry way, in a taunting manner, she tells George to leave and go to the club. So, dear students, we will stop here today, and in the next session, we will complete the reading of the story. So, keep reading. Have a nice day. Thank you.